An accident or murder? That's the problem facing the jury on this last day of the trial at Fulchester Crown Court. Did Rita Matson kill her husband, nightclub illusionist Norman Matson, or did something go fatally wrong in the spectacular act that made his reputation? The climax of the act came when Matson, dressed as Count Dracula, was shot at with silver bullets by two members of the audience. The guns were real. So were the bullets. One night, something went wrong. The gun fired as usual. Norman Matson fell dead. Today, the jury decide, murder or accident.
You've testified that there was considerable friction in your relationship with your husband, and not merely because of his somewhat cavalier sexual habits.
No, I wouldn't have said considerable.
Well, you said, and I quote, there was bound to be some pressure, some frictions only to be expected.
Yes, I suppose I did.
And this pressure, this friction, was exacerbated by his attachment to a girl whom you saw as a younger, prettier rival, all ready to replace you.
I told you yesterday there was no chance of Dolly Greenway replacing me in the act.
Well, Miss Greenway thought there was.
I can't help what she thought.
Could her attitude have influenced her?
No.
Do you ask the jury to believe that you weren't annoyed or irritated by Miss Greenway studying your moves, learning your lines, all with the obvious intention of replacing you?
All right. Yes, it was irritating. But I knew that it meant nothing.
No, you can't have known it, Mrs. Matson. You might have wished it, but you cannot have been 100% sure.
I knew my husband.
That's precisely my point. You knew exactly what he would be capable of, how ruthless he could be when he was professionally involved.
You are twisting my words.
Now, when you broke the routine of the act and loaded the gun yourself, what was your intention? What did you want to do? Frighten your husband?
No.
No? It's strange, is it not, that it was the gun you loaded that killed him?
It was pure chance.
Was it only chance?
I didn't mean to kill him.
What did you mean to do then?
Nothing at all.
You saw a rival ready to replace you. You saw the end of the good times, trips to Europe and America, the end of the big money.
No.
And for that reason, you departed from the usual routine, you loaded the gun yourself, and you killed your husband.
No, I told you.
No more questions.
Mrs. Matson, you often had rows with your husband during the years you were married.
Yes.
Sometimes he struck you.
Yes.
He was often unfaithful.
Yes.
Sometimes you threatened to kill him.
Yes.
On occasion, during performances, you loaded the gun in yourself when necessary.
Yes.
Was your husband ever injured on any of those occasions?
No.
Did you ever injure your husband during the performance before?
No.
Thank you, Mrs. Matson. That is all.
We'll return to the dock, Mrs. Matson.
Thank you, Milord.
Call Brigadier Tennyson Pusey.
Brigadier Tennyson Pusey, please.
Good.
What is your religion?
Atheist.
You say atheist, Brigadier?
Atheist.
Oh.
Please read aloud the words on this card.
Just hang on a sec. I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Brigadier Sir Ferdinand Tennyson Pusey.
Yes?
Of McDewey Castle, Drummore.
Yes?
Brigadier, you've examined the guns employed by the late Norman Matson in his act.
When the Home Office finally consented to release them, yes.
Would you be kind enough to tell us something about these guns?
Yes. Have we the weapons in court?
Could we see Exhibit 2 first, please?
You don't object, my lord?
No, Brigadier, it might prove helpful to the jury.
Thank you. Good. This is a weapon made specially for Mr. Matson by Patterson and Macready of Edinburgh. It's a copy of an early 19th century fowling piece. A very nice weapon.
It is a shotgun, Brigadier.
Yes, of course, a muzzle loader.
And being a shotgun, the barrel is smooth bore, is it not?
Yes, of course it is.
Brigadier, what is that rod for underneath the barrel?
This is the ramrod used for loading the weapon.
And how does the gun work?
Simple. May I demonstrate?
Yes, very well, Brigadier.
Good. Well, first you load the weapon by pouring a quantity of black powder down the barrel. Powder. You got the powder there? Good chap. Thank you. Next, you put in the ridiculous silver bullet. Sorry, my lord. Rather weak chest. The ridiculous silver bullet he used. Actually, I think it's a steel ball bearing. No wonder it blew a hole in him. Right, now we tamp that down with the ramrod. There we are. And next we put in the wad. You know what a wad is?
Yes, Brigadier. Mrs. Matson explained that to the court.
Really? Good for her. Well, there's the wad going in. And now we tamp it down. There we are. Now, to fire the thing, you need a copper percussion cap. One of these things. This goes on this nipple here, upon which the hammer of the gun strikes. There we are. Now, sandbox. Put the sandbox a little bit further away from me, will you, old chap? Just by that bench there.
You're surely not proposing to fire the gun in this courtroom, Brigadier?
A little practical demonstration, my lord. Absolutely relevant, I do assure you.
Was it safe?
Yes, that sandbox will stop a .5 machine gun bullet. Believe me, my lord, I know what I'm doing.
Very well, Brigadier.
Right. Now, to fire the gun, all we do is cock the hammer, aim into the sandbox, and squeeze the trigger.
Well, surely the gun hasn't fired.
No, my lord, that was only the percussion cap going off.
Well, did something go wrong?
No, my lord, this gun can't fire. Nor can the other one.
Yes, but I don't understand. According to the medical evidence, Matson was killed by a bullet from that gun which pierced his chest.
Yes.